So we're back again for another video. It's 11 after 1 Eastern Standard Time. And let's sort of talk about what's gone on here. I mean, we had very bullish news, but we didn't really get a lot of upside. Now, a couple of the key points are that in an earlier video, I talked about range extension being a critical indicator of what's going on, okay? And talked about possibly, it seemed unlikely, although some of the dynamics were there, that we'd have a neutral day today, meaning that we have range extension on both sides, okay? We, C did not take out the B high, okay? So that might indicate we're coming back down for the poor low. Well, if we follow it down to D, D could not even reach down here very much below the overnight value area, okay? So that leaves us with some other considerations. One of the things was that we were looking for the market to hold below, I don't know what I say, somewhere in here, 350, somewhere in here for further downside to at least maybe the pivot point area, this TPOC, overnight low, that area. We'd want to see, and even maybe a flush, a liquidation break. We wanted to see it hold below here. Well, it sure didn't. It started to build a little bit, but then came back in, okay? And we have barely been down there since, okay? So that's not looking good for this poor low, at least right now. So that's another consideration. I mean, remember, it's only 1 p.m. We've got a couple more hours left. We could see, I guess, a move either way, We are below the 100 simple moving average. See how much it's really changed here. $27.08. Okay, so let's see. All right, so it's a little lower now, but I just leave the line there, So we've kind of stayed below there. But here's another thing. At some point, the VPOC jumped up here to 11 quarter. So we've got a VPOC up here. Doesn't mean we can't flush. We do have a poor low. Overnight low has not been taken out, although it did have a pretty good low. We've got an open drive in the W period here, an open drive in the B period here. These are all things that sort of tend to get revisited, all right? Okay, so right now, one of the things to be very mindful of is value. Value is higher. It's barely overlapping, but it's you can almost say it's clearly higher, okay? Especially if we cut this off. Well, no, I guess I'm not going to do that. I was going to move the B off here. Well, yeah, we could make a new auction. Just remove one TPO. Let's see how that changes the value area. Okay, so here we have, it is clearly higher, not even overlapping, okay? You want to drill down a little bit. And there we go. So what's that mean? Well, it means until you get a defined move, you want to be careful to just play for small profits. And right now, we're kind of rotational. Be mindful of market internals and things like this to help, and other little whatever techniques and tools that you use. So that's not the scope of my videos. I have my own methods that I use. I've shared some of them that some given some freebies. But here we are. Now I want to also talk about these areas, okay? Now obviously we went through here, but why did it stop there again, right? Why did it stop right there? These are the same areas that were on there this morning. Why is the H low like right here to the tick on this gray area and this blue area? Why is the G low right at this blue high? Why is the AB, did it come pretty well down? I mean, you could call it this area. It didn't, it didn't stop on a dime, but I've said again and again, this is not a science. There's an art to it. And there's sometimes a little bleed through, but let's kind of look here. So one of the dynamics we're looking at is this 06 quarter 9750 is an area that if we can't stay above it, we're going to probably go down to the other side of it. And this effectually played out. Sure, did it come exactly to the edge? No. But it came down here, and we already knew there was a stopping point here, okay? It found it. So come back up out of here, and with some pretty good momentum on the news, which is what that was. These are 30-second bars, okay? We're just going to play it through here and watch how these edges. Now, you want to remember, that sit small potatoes, especially if you're using size. Okay, so like from here, okay, that's from here to here. Let's just go like part way even. That's 2 points. Okay, so if you're one of these people that want to be a big hitter and go like 20 points, this probably is not the market for you, and this certainly isn't the day for you. Okay, so bear that in mind. Okay, just gonna play it forward. It was in range and value, good part of the day, and makes for choppy trading. So it's a little choppy. Again, let's say you got short against, the C high against the B high and all this. Okay. Well, how much is this? Okay. Let's say you got in, like, again, I like to use the middle just because it covers both bases. Okay. So let's say it's at 21.15 and this goes all the way down to, let's just say you get out here. So that's 24 ticks. That's 8 points. Okay. $300 on a one lot. The risk, hang on a minute, let me move this, was 8 ticks. Okay. 8 ticks, 2 point stop. You didn't, you took a little heat, but you didn't get super close. Let's just say that you, there's 7, and that would be 6. If you had 6 ticks, if you got in like right here, you would have been stopped out, right? But if you use the B high, didn't even come close. I'm not saying you would have used the B high, try not to be predictable. That's how they make stop runs. Okay. So let's keep going. Okay. We're getting acceptance. It's kind of hard to read. Remember, this is only like 2 minutes in here. It's kind of hard to read whether you're getting acceptance or not, but you got to look at the full day value higher. Where's the volume point of control, all these things. So we're holding above. Okay. And now we're back in. Well, we've only been here 2 minutes. We're going to take out this low. I tend to think because of the poor low, because we didn't get much, we didn't get any range extension up here, that the game is on, that we're either going to rotate in here today sideways. Let's take a plane ride here, go up in the air. We're going to have a doji candle at the end of the day, or, it's just going to be rotating sideways in here, or it's going to flush back down, take back some of this. Okay. So let's look at what this was from the move up. Okay. Let's see from right here. Let's take a look. Okay. 38.2% retracement would be 80 quarter. 23.6 would be 94. Let's see what those look like. So 80 quarter is way down here. Possible. It's very possible. But I don't know about that. The 23.6, 94. That's right here. So that would take care of the overnight low, get us down to the value area low of yesterday. And guess what? If we open up down here in the value area when the new TPO and don't come outside of it, we have a potential 80% rule to the downside situation, which, that's just an arbitrary figure, in my opinion. But there's a chance that we're going to get down to the other side of value, or at least down here to where this, little baby belly is. Okay. So, okay, that's all I got for now. Again, one of the key things I talked about was range extension, which we have not had yet, but we do have a poor low and we have a fairly good high. That's important. We have a fairly good high. Let's look at another thing. Let's take the overnight low to the day's high. Where are we? 618 retracement. Well, we've already retraced back down, okay, to 786. So I'm going to say this stuff. Now notice how G respected that line again, okay? And I made commentary about that about 2 weeks ago, about how lines, just because they've been traded through, does not mean they're now no longer useful references or important inflection points. So not a lot I can say about that as far as Fibonacci wise, other than we've already kind of made those retracements, and it seems like let's take it from yesterday's low. Okay, that's important. Well, let's take it from the B low first. stays high. Where are we? 38.2. Okay. Again, we've already been through it, but I'm expecting a little bounce right here. So this might be good for 3 ticks to a point, maybe up to the intraday value area low. Well, let me move this because I actually split it, right? Whoops, I didn't mean to split it again. Okay, yeah. Well, I didn't see how far up it went, but we're looking for possibly a few ticks, maybe back up to the, yeah, there we go. So, how about that? Now you're gauging the pace of tape here and everything. It's very slow right now. Right now, of course, that could change any minute. So 50% is going to be this poor low. Well, we've already kind of had that in the morning low. How about that? 50%, right? Oh, look at this, 618, right at the top of this blue line, right under the overnight low. So this might be a likely place for when stops are broken. If it just pops below, that might be a likely place. It's one way to use it. One way to use it. Lots of ways to use it. Okay. I'm going to go down here and put it on the early morning low. Let's take a look now. I should really just go ahead and make 2. Okay, 38.2 is down here at the value area low, interestingly, right? 50% is down here at the overnight low. Well, you could argue, well, no, I won't get into that. But here's 618 again, down here on this level. Interesting, isn't it? I mean, I didn't run these. How could I? The B high was made in B period. Pretty interesting, eh? Okay, so make of that what you will. You might be saying, "Oh, well, I don't know what to make of it. It doesn't mean anything." It's, well, okay, bully for you, all right? Because when you're short, you can use some of these areas or inflection points to make decisions about, playing your position a lot more intelligently and with a lot less emotion, you see. All right, so that's all I got for now. Have a good afternoon. Okay, so the question now is going to be, are we going to rotate in this balance the rest of the day, the end of the week, or is there going to be a long liquidation break? Typically you see those like in LM period. Well, it could be JKL. So we got IJKLM and N to go. Put a lot of stock in N because that's sort of like kind of want to be done by then because it can get kind of crazy and directionless and just a lot of flip flopping around. Not always, but all right, there you go. Make a great day. Thanks a lot, and have a great weekend. If I don't make another video, kind of run back through. If it's interesting, I might. So thanks. Bye.